The financial industry has been undergoing a massive transformation. Technology is creating new opportunities to solve some of the longest-standing problems in finance, allowing more people to cost-effectively invest.
One important issue investors face when buying and selling financial product is information asymmetry. So just to give you a simple example, suppose just before my class, I put an order to buy an asset, then it could very well be the case that during my class, a bad news arrived about the asset, and now this means that investors who are in the market want to sell the asset to me, and I make a loss. So that sort of dynamic arises all the time in the market just because investors are not in the market all the time. Transparency is a challenge in finance because that's another way information asymmetry can arise. And if markets are not very transparent, if we do not know about past price, well, we have problem valuing assets. And intermediaries who trade and learn from their trade have a better at valuing assets. So one promise of the blockchain is that transparency is native to the technology.
While blockchain technology is itself transparent, those long-standing problems continue to affect the industry.
Financial infrastructure was not built with transparency in mind. Adding on to the existing architecture is enormously costly. Blockchains, on the other hand, provide transparency out of the box. This transparency has revealed massive hidden costs of trading on blockchains. The same type of cost exists in traditional finance, but on blockchains it is out of control.
Transparency in blockchain is, in my opinion, critically important for bringing on new users and greater mass adoption for a few reasons. It's what the technology really promises to bring to finance in general. And it's also important for enterprise. It's very important for institutions and allocators and so on. They need to be able to verify that what you're claiming to be true is true. And so once we get that right, I think that'll be the perfect prime environment for mass adoption.
Now, technologies are being built on top of blockchains to enable parties to trade in complete confidence without going through an opaque intermediary.
There's many fundamentals that the blockchain offers. Many of them add to the ability to innovate quickly, to be able to include more participants, whether it be developers or users globally. And it's very, very inclusive without borders. And so one of the greatest advantages of blockchain technology is you don't need as many of those trusted entities in the middle to lead to greater innovation, to create more trust. A lot of this just happens naturally and programmatically. And very, very important for individuals, I think, to be able to audit themselves. They can audit the protocols that they're going to be a part of. They can make sure that there's adequate liquidity, there's adequate solvency for the platforms that they're using. It's a huge advantage for the space.
Developments in technology and innovation are reinventing the way people trade, enabling individuals to reduce hidden costs and improve their potential returns.
Essentially, when a fast, sophisticated trader is able to profit from an information advantage at the cost of everyone else, that creates hidden costs for mutual funds, for pension funds, for university endowments, and for family offices. These hidden costs add up and massively affect your investment outcome.
Something that's important to keep in mind is that transparency that is made available through the open ledger is not sufficient to eliminate information asymmetry. Information asymmetry arises simply because investors do not arrive at the market at the same time. So the trading technology can help with that information asymmetry by, for instance, slowing down the trade of those who come later, allowing me to react faster, or making it more costly for them to trade on, say, good or bad news against my order.
At heart, the technology works by forcing traders with high frequency or short-term information advantages to reveal themselves to the marketplace.
Generally speaking, when you have real-world assets, you have an entire organization behind it that has to deal with compliance, that has to deal with underwriting in many cases, that has to deal with client services. When you bring in the blockchain, a lot of that is automated, a lot of that is programmatic. So it brings the overhead costs significantly down for these types of products and allows a greater amount of access to new users and especially global users.
The technology is very important to mitigate the impact of information asymmetry. Information asymmetry creates cost. Those who want to buy are worried about leaving orders that will be picked off after bad news, so they set low price. Those who want to sell, they set a high price, and that creates a transaction cost, a difference between the buy and the sell price, which is borne by everyone, and little volume happens in the market as a result.
This technology is a realization of an approach to exchange design, that has been discussed by academics for decades. The genesis of the idea was put forth by economist Fisher Black, co-creator of the famous Black-Scholes formula in 1971.
Academics have long believed that continuous flow trading is fundamentally a much better way to trade, and why our technology is much less costly than anything in existence today, it also comes at an unparalleled computational cost. However, just recently, with the advance in scaling technologies, we are able to do it. Eliminating the hidden costs of trading will drastically improve investment performance. But that's just the first step. One of the most important functions of financial markets is to enable optimal risk sharing between participants in the economy. Right now, that is prevented by the high cost of rebalancing portfolios for professional asset managers. With these costs gone, financial markets can finally develop their potential for the benefit of our civilization.